Hello everybody, my name is Chikirza and welcome to another art journal video. Today I felt like doing something abstract. I felt like doing a face, but I also wanted to doodle. So you can see the hesitation here. I'm not really sure what I want to put on this page. I decided to do an eyeball shape right in the middle of the page because why not? And let's do another one down here. And a third one right at the top here. Not sure how I'm going to make this work right now, but that doesn't matter. Maybe I'll do some sort of a doodle off the corner of this eye. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do some lips or a nose down here. I don't know what I want to do with this page. I have an idea. Let's get some color on the page. So I grabbed my bag of Crayola SuperTips. Yep, fancy art supplies. Crayola SuperTips. In my fancy holder for them, a Ziploc bag. And now I'm going to do a magic trick. No, I didn't know what colors I wanted to use, so I'm going to cover them up with this rag and pull out colors randomly. First color I get is a light blue. Ooh, okay, looking good. Next color I get is an orange. Okay, I'm liking it. I can work with this. Next color is, I don't even like that color. Let's try another one. A green. Oh, well, green and orange and that brown color. I'm looking at mud already. Let's go with one more color. Ooh, a nice burgundy. Okay, I can maybe make this work. So these are the colors that I've got to work with. I'm fast forwarding the rest of this part of the video because it's just me randomly scribbling the colors on the paper, trying to keep the colors a little bit separate so that they don't really create mud, although they are going to end up creating mud in my mind. And this burgundy wasn't quite the color that I thought it was going to be. It definitely didn't match the color on the lid. But this is what I have, so this is what we're going to work with. Grabbed a jar of water and a paintbrush, wetting the brush, and I'm working with one color at a time, wetting them. I'm trying to avoid creating too much mud here. So I started with wetting the green. Now I'm wetting the orange patches. Let's wet some of those blue patches, and that blue is a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Let's go with that brownish, light brownish type of color. Really not digging these colors, but we'll make this work. Trying to make sure that I keep those eye shapes free from having any paint inside of them. And then I go back and just add a little bit more water and try to blend some of those colors out a little bit more. And then I'll let it dry. Okay, now that it's dry, I took a black Sharpie marker, and since I was really sloppy with adding the water to those colors, I didn't have a nice clean edge around those eyes, let's face it. So I'm using the Sharpie marker to cover up my mistakes and drawing an eyeball shape inside of each one of the eyes. Do the final eye here. And now let's just do some random line. Let's do some sort of a doodle. Because why not? Again, I had no plan for this page. I'm just winging it, making it up as I go along. That blue up in the corner there, made me want to draw a flower in it. And then I decided that I wanted to doodle some circles in the center of it. And fill in all those little spaces in between the circles. Fill those in with the black. Now that's adding a little bit of weight to my page up there. But you can't just have one flower. I've got 3 eyes, so I need to put another flower. So let's use this blue spot here and do the same pattern. And fill in those spaces in between those circles as well. Add some petals. Let's add some fancy lines to the petals. Let's do it to the flower up in the top corner as well. And now this column needs a flower. Can't leave this column empty. So I do the same thing to this flower as well. Now, I want to add some more doodles. And I was having difficulty finding what I wanted to draw lines with, so I wanted to add a little bit more details to these eyes. I first tried the colored erasable pencil, the black one that we started off with, but that wasn't showing up very well. I switched to a black gel pen, but the line was too fine. So I grabbed my fountain pen. I love using my fountain pens. And this was just the right weight for what I was looking for the line weight. Just doing some random arcs all the way up the page. I'm sure there's some sort of a name for this pattern somewhere. There's names for everything on this planet. But I have no idea what it is. I'm just doodling here. Now in hindsight, I probably should have done it from left to right, started on this left column first, and worked my way over to the right-hand side so that I didn't smear my ink. But I didn't think about that because, once again, I started doing a page in my art journal and I had no plan. But it worked out okay because the ink in this pen dries out fairly fast. Or it dries on the paper fairly fast. So filling in the lines in this middle section here. And these lines are also helping distract from the blotchiness of the pattern of the paint in the background. So it's a win-win on this. Now I wanted to add some color to the eyes, so still using the colors of the markers that I picked out originally, I'm coloring each eye a different color. One blue, one green, and this burgundy. Now let's make it all fancy and put some eyelashes on them. Really liking that. Do some eyelashes on the bottom of this one and finish off with the last eye. And then I wanted to add a little bit more weight to the eyes, so I did the immediate eyelid around the eyes in the black Sharpie to add a heavier black line. And I wanted the eyelashes to be even darker, so I went over them again with the black Sharpie and made them all darker. Now I wanted to add a reflection in each one of the eyes. I started off with trying to use the white gel pen, but that didn't work very well, so I grabbed my white acrylic paint pen and did a little dot in each one of the eyes. And that was it. At that point, I'm like, I really like this. So in the end, I ended up with sort of faces. I ended up with eyeballs. I did some doodles. The Sharpie does bleed through on the back of this paper. This is the Canson Mixed Media XL Sketchbook. But I think it turned out really cool. I like it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.